Good morning, my dear students, Standard 9. Today, I, J. Kumar, before you with one new topic, and topic is how to write chemical formula. And this is very important topic from the third chapter of your textbook, which is atoms and molecules. Topic is how to write chemical formula. Students, to write chemical formula of any given substance, you need first of all two things. To write chemical formula, you need two things. First, symbol of element. Means whatever element is present in that substance, symbol of that element you must know. If you don't know the symbol of element present in that substance, in that case it will be difficult for you to write chemical formula. So first thing, to write chemical formula, we require symbol of element. And second most important, valency of element. Valency of element. Students, every elements have certain specific valency, and that valency element used in reaction with other element to form different substances. So valency is required to write the chemical formula. Students, for valency you can understand here, valency is the combining capacity of any element. Valency is the combining capacity of any element. And in class 9, up to atomic number 20, you must be remembered atomic numbers of elements having atomic number 1 to 20. Right? So, to find the valency of elements from atomic number 1 to 20, it is necessary for you to memorize or remember the atomic number of elements. And with help of atomic number, you can find out valency of element. Students, for example, let me say, this is an element known as sulfur, and atomic number of sulfur is 60. So what will be valency of sulfur? This is the question. So to know the valency of sulfur, what you have to do, you have to write the electronic configuration of sulfur as per Bohr and Bury scheme. So you have already read about Bohr and Bury scheme. In Bohr and Bury scheme, there are concept of orbits which are denoted by K, L, M, N, etc. So K is the first orbit, and in first orbit you know maximum 2 electrons can be. So I put here 2 electrons in first orbit. Now second orbit is L. In L, second orbit, according to Bohr and Bury scheme, you know maximum 8 electrons can be accommodated in second orbit. But hereby we have not 8 electrons. We have 8 electrons. So we put here 8 electrons. Now 8 and 2, 10 electrons we have accommodated. Now we have rest 6 electrons. So that 6 electrons will go in the next orbit, third orbit, and in third orbit 6 electrons I put here. Now students, this is the outermost orbit in case of sulfur. In case of sulfur, this is the outermost orbit. And here you are looking 6 electrons are present. Students, electrons present in outermost orbit is or are known as valence electron. So if anyone asks you what is valence electron in case of sulfur, your answer should be 6. Outermost orbit electrons are known as valence electrons. And students, if in outermost orbit there are more than 4 electrons, then in that case, to know the valency, what you have to do? You have to subtract the valence electron from 8. So here valency of S will be 8 minus valence electron, that is 6. 8 minus 6 equal to 2. So valency of sulfur is 2. Students, to know the valency of elements, you have to accommodate the electrons in different orbits according to Bohr and Bury scheme, and you have to see the electrons present in the outermost orbit. If in the outermost orbit there are 1 to 4 electrons, then valency will be same. But if in outermost orbit there are more than 4 electrons, then to find out valency, you have to subtract the outermost orbit electrons from 8, and what you get, that is the valency of that element. So students, valency of sulfur is 2. Okay? Right? So students, now see another example. In case of Na, sodium, the atomic number of sodium is 11. So according to Bohr and Bury scheme, in outermost orbit of sodium there will be 1 electron. There will be, so valence electron in case of sodium is 1. So what will be valency? Valency will be 1 also. 1 also, because I told you, if in outermost orbit there are 1 to 4 electrons, then valency will be same. In case of more than 4 electrons, you have to subtract those electrons from 8. So these are the 2 rules to find out valency of elements having atomic number 1 to 20 in class 9. Okay? So in this way you can get the valency of elements. And if you understand to find out the valency of element, and if you have concept of symbol, then you will be easily, you will write chemical formula easily. Okay? So students, let me say one example here. Suppose someone asks to write chemical formula, of hydrogen sulfide. Suppose this is the question. Hydrogen sulfide, what will be formula of hydrogen sulfide? So students, let me say here, in compound hydrogen sulfide there are 2 elements, hydrogen and sulfur. So first what we have to do, we have to write separately the symbol of hydrogen and symbol of sulfur. Right? Now mention their valency. Students, valency of hydrogen is 1. So here I write 1. Valency of sulfur is 2. So here I wrote 2. Now students, you can see here plus and minus sign I have given there. But in writing chemical formula, these signs are meaningless. There is no useful. Okay? Only plus and minus tell us about the nature of that element. Where minus sign has been given, it means the element is non-metal, and where plus sign, it means element is metal or having metallic character Okay, so in this way, first of all, you have to show separately the symbol and balancing of each elements present in that compound. Okay. Now, finally, what you have to do? These two you have to arrange here, and this one you have to arrange here. Crisscross means valency of each elements you have to arrange crisscross to write the chemical formula. So if you arrange valency crisscross, then these two of sulfur will go to hydrogen, so it will be H2. And this one will go to sulfur, and one is not shown, not written, so only S you have to write here. And this is the formula of hydrogen sulfide. Okay, one more example to write chemical formula of aluminium oxide. What you will do here? You are looking here, two elements are present, aluminium and oxygen. So separately you have to write the symbol of aluminium and symbol of oxygen. Now, valency of aluminium. So students, atomic number of aluminium is 13. If you arrange those 13 electrons according to Bohr and Bury scheme, then you will see in the outermost orbit there are 3 electrons. So valency of aluminium will be 3. And in case of oxygen, in outermost orbit there are 6 electrons. So valency will be 8 minus 6 equal to 2. So separately I mention here valency of each element. Now crisscross you have to arrange, means these two with aluminium and these 3 with oxygen. So what will be formula? These 2 goes to aluminium, so aluminium becomes Al2. This 3 goes to oxygen, so oxygen becomes O3, and this is the formula of aluminium oxide. So in this way you can write the chemical formula of compound, but atomic numbers must be remembered. Electronic configuration you must know. If you don't know how to write electronic configuration, then it will be problem for you to know the valency of elements, and then you will not be able to write the chemical formula. So I hope you will memorize atomic numbers of elements having atomic number 1 to 20, and also you will practice to arrange the elements in different orbits according to Bohr and Bury scheme, so that you can easily find out the valency of any element. Thank you very much. Thank you.